Alright, so today I'm here with Adam Quigley from originally New Zealand band 5 Mile Town. Moved over to Australia about a year ago, so.
Yeah.
And yeah, something I've always really liked about your band is how much of a focus there is on your effects and how creatively you use them, especially in the songwriting. So yeah, it's got a pretty unique set here, so I guess we'll just take it through one by one. Starting at the front end, so yeah.
Great. So I guess we'll start with the Fuzz. I've got Analog Band, Sunlion. It's a Fuzz face and a Range Master clone. So the Range Master's a treble, mid or low boost. But the reason it's really good, I guess, is because when you're using a Germanium Fuzz, you need mids.
Yeah,
it's lacking in mids.
So you can just boost that a bit with the left flicker.
You can switch it up and use as a mid boost, which I do, but it is very loud.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use it in the last song.
Yeah, cool.
That's
a bit of a big moment.
That's the Fuzz tone.
It's really great. It really cuts through. So you mainly use it as a mid booster then? You don't really use it as a...
I use it as a mid boost when I'm using it with the Fuzz. I like to use it as a treble boost just for general tone stuff.
Clean,
so just by itself, it cleans.
Yeah, nice one. And you just thought I mentioned you just use the reverb straight from the...
Yeah, never use the reverb pedal.
Yeah, right.
Just not that into it.
Yeah, nice. So you just kind of keep the reverb on the amp the same level the whole way through a set?
Yeah, in the last song I just crank it up just because I just still turn everything up.
Sure.
A couple.
That's what the last song's for.
Yeah.
And you were saying to me earlier that you experimented with like your chain a lot, so using the Fuzz before the tuner?
Yeah, definitely. Because I used to have a Korg Pitch Black tuner, which is 2 bypass, and then I would have the tuner at the front because it didn't really matter. But with the Boss, the buffer does change the tone quite a lot.
Sure.
And what I found with Fuzz pedals, Germanium Fuzz pedals, is it's nicest first.
Cool. All right. So going through from there. So using the Boss TU2, same as what I use. They're pretty indestructible.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
We're actually we're recording a few weeks ago at Round Two Studios in Auckland, and I had a 63 Vox AC30 amp, and it sounded kind of average, and then put the tuner in front of it and it sounded sweet.
Really?
The buffer and the tuner made it sound great.
That's pretty amazing.
So I actually like the buffered Boss pedals.
Yeah.
I like having a buffered tuner.
And you were saying you buy pretty much all your pedals on eBay secondhand?
Yeah, every pedal.
Yeah.
Every pedal is eBay.
Yeah,
the Hotcake's my dad's pedal.
Yep.
I'm using, so that'll be the only other one.
Okay, so let's go through. So from there, it goes up to the Blues Junior?
Yeah, the Blues Driver is a Tweed modded Blues Driver. And
was that like that when you got it, or did you?
Yeah, I got it on eBay.
Was that something you'd specifically been looking for?
No, I was looking at the Kelly modded ones, and I'm really glad I didn't get one because they're great pedals. But this doesn't sound like a Blues Driver. Blues Driver is quite gainy. Gain. It's just supposed to make your amp sound like a Tweed amp.
Harmonics. Great, yeah. It's really rich.
That's probably on the whole set.
Really?
Just on the normal.
It's emulating a Tweed amp.
Yeah, and it sounds this isn't actually my Jazz Master, but my Jazz Master doesn't have, these are Semi-Duncan Antiquities, mine's just got the stock Japanese ones, and they're hotter.
Yeah.
So it's a bit twangy, this is quite a clean sounding guitar. Even with the pedal on, it sounds quite clean.
Nice one. And yeah, so you've got a few gain stages here. You've got the Hotcake after that, which they're Kiwi pedals, aren't they?
Yeah, Paul Crowther. He lived in the suburb I grew up in. Originally made in 1976.
This particular one?
Hotcake, not that that's a 90s one, I think.
Okay, sure.
The 76 is one of the earliest Overdrive pedals ever.
Yeah.
with the blues driver and the Hotcake, say, it depends what amp you use.
Okay, sure.
I've got an orange amp in Auckland. I've owned a Vox amp, and I've got a Blues Junior now. And the blues driver sounds great in a Fender amp, and terrible in an orange or Vox amp.
Sure.
And the Hotcake sounds great in a Vox amp, and alright in a Fender amp, I think.
Okay.
And not very good in an orange amp. So
well, let's hear the difference between kind of the two. Do you use these in conjunction? Like you say, you leave the blues driver.
Blues driver's always on.
So
it's
you use that on top of it.
Hotcake's just for I think I use harmonics in a song. Makes the Hotcake sound like a fuzz.
Yeah, nice one. There's so much sustain in that.
Yeah, and you can turn the drive way down. And when we did our last EP, we just used it as a clean boost.
Sure.
Every single track had the Hotcake.
Yeah, right.
And like Radiohead use them.
Yeah.
ProCo use them.
Yeah, I remember.
They're great.
In one of my first bands, the bass player used one, and I got to experiment quite a bit with it.
They're great on bass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in Auckland, you can just like go to his house and fix it for you.
Amazing.
Sweet.
Cool. So next up from that one,
the Rat.
Just skipping over the MXR Phase 92. You're saying it's not even plugged in at the moment.
It's not plugged in.
Just sitting there looking orange.
It doesn't have a battery.
But yeah, they're quite a decent phase of those ones, like nice and simple. But yeah, going to the Rat.
The Rat, yeah, it's an 86 Rat, and it's great. Apparently it's the best kind of Rat you can get.
So how early did these go back before that, do you know?
84. Okay. 84 to 86, they're called Whiteface, so the ProCo's black and then the type's white and it's the Whiteface, 86 to 88. So these sell for less, but they're the same circuit.
Right.
And then 88 on are the ones with the LED and the A.
Okay, sure. And did you pay a bunch for this one then?
No, I think I paid $150.
Oh wow.
Which is cheaper than they go new.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So it's pretty stoked with that.
Cool. So what kind of sounds would you use this for then?
What songs do you use this for? Lots of feedback.
Yeah, amazing.
Sounds like a tire.
Yeah.
A tire.
It really does. That's your Guitar Hero emulator, that's one.
Yeah, and I use it pretty over the top. Everything's at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I kind of like how, you know, you do a lot of single line stuff in 5 Mile Town as well.
Yeah.
So these kind of slight variations in your gain stages really make those lines come through quite strong.
Yeah, so I'm using just the blues driver. Quite a clean tone. Chorus, I've got the.
What's that track?
It's a new one. Yeah, we're only playing pretty new stuff.
Yeah?
These days. Like really huge sounding leads.
Is this something you recorded recently when you were back in
Auckland? We did track when we were in Auckland.
Just the one?
We've got an EP or an album's worth of material just sitting on.
Awesome.
Yeah, people hate Rats because of the 90s.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the guy did an EP, just won't touch it.
Really?
Because he lived through the 90s and everyone used the Rat. But yeah, didn't get used in the last decade so much.
Yeah, well, you're bringing it back now.
Bring it back.
Cool. So after that, we've got some we've got some modulation stuff going on here now. So this is a new acquisition.
That's probably the newest one.
Yep.
It is a Retrosonic clone of a C1 chorus vibrato. So that's like had lots of different kinds of choruses and vibratos. This one's just really nice.
So you were using, I remember when I met you, we bonded over both using the cheap, shitty Behringer vibratos.
Yeah, they're not.
You were using two,
No.
and when I say shitty, I mean shittily, like, boxed, but they're fantastic, you know.
I got mine for $25 each.
Yeah, it's so good.
A lot cheaper than I got that for.
Yeah, and you were using one in like a bypass loop. Yeah.
Yeah, I used one in the bypass loop of my Echo to make it sound more like a tape Echo.
Yeah, that was a really cool sound. I really like that. So this has just kind of replaced that for now then?
Yeah, I also had a Zebex chorus vibrato pedal, which was great, but it compressed. It had a compressor too.
Yeah,
it was like at the far extreme, a compressor, chorus in the middle, vibrato at the end, and every time I put it on, it compressed the whole signal.
Yeah, okay.
So
not super versatile.
It's actually weird because it sounds good, but it didn't sound good where I had it in my chain.
Yeah, okay.
Which is sort of stupid because I could just put it somewhere else in my chain, but I didn't want it there.
Yeah.
So it went.
Yeah.
Had to go.
Do you sell stuff when you take off the board? You do, yeah. I find it really hard to sell pedals.
I've just sold so many pedals.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, what do you use this for then?
This sort of subtle chorus.
That's very familiar sound.
More intense. It's quite intense now. The great thing about this pedal is it's got a level.
Yeah,
which is what I thought was cool about C1, so you can drive it.
Flick that off and hear the comparison.
So that's the tone.
That's great.
You can turn the chorus down. So it's really doing chorus and you just hear it.
Wow, so it just doubles as a bit of a bright
driving the
yeah.
It's actually driving. Yeah. So it's got like bypass on one side and then a chorus vibrato swap. So that's vibrato now. So you can hear it. And you get that like that crazy.
I really like Modulation to have the ability to really get deep into that signal.
It's kind of cool now to just have it real subtle on. I mostly use it the chorus though.
Sounds very familiar, like that sound is very you guys on stage.
Yeah, that's probably the most thing that would stand out the most on the board. Apart from just making it gainier.
Sure. And then to finish it off, you got a couple of delay boxes going on.
Yeah, carbon copy. Carbon copy is the one I won't sell. You probably regret it just because it's such a good go-to. It just sounds like a delay. Yeah,
it's just analog.
Cool. Analog delay.
Kind of sound.
I love MXR pedals. The more buttons, really cool. I don't even know. I don't spend a lot of time sitting, like getting the perfect settings. I just put it all at neutral. Play. So it's got a vibrato kind of sound.
Yeah, the more.
I use it in one of our songs. Sounds cool.
Nice one. So you pretty much just kind of leave that to the next one, if you tell us about that one.
This is the big one. This is Skreddy pedals. It's a company from California and we've got a waiting list.
Really?
Yeah, it has a 3-month waiting list. I'll go into it. So I've got like a setting which is pretty much on all the time. So just like a little bit of you can sort of add some space. So I turn it on when I want echo, like some echo, because I don't use reverb pedals or anything. So that's that's all the time. So it's always on. And then when I want it to sound crazy, I've got settings. I can make it, I can give it more mix for one, just so you can actually tell it's there.
Sure, yeah. And
then the thing about it that's different than original, it's got this little function called warble.
Yep. Is that like a modulation style?
Put on quite subtly. See the warble going, and then I got a couple songs where I'm afraid it's full tenses there. I actually play.
And that was in addition to this, but this isn't cloned off the original kind of ideas.
No. Use it. How do I use it? Yeah, that should be it. That's one of the new songs.
And that your clean sound, kind of what that appears first of all, is still really crisp and everything.
Yeah, because oh, it's great. It's a great pedal. So the mix, if the mix is at 0, obviously you don't hear it. If the mix is at full, it's all you hear. So if I set the time to 0 and the mix is full, it's like I've got no clean signal, so I can get like the clean signal. And I can get to the point where it's perfectly blending, and then so I can go like.
That's awesome. Can I have a muck around while you keep playing that?
Sure.
I'm kind of full of that sound. That's great. So yeah, obviously you get a bit crazy.
You got into that first thing we messed with the time, obviously. May sound nuts.
Yeah.
And then the repeats on this are set so every quarter notch it goes like it goes up a level.
Okay.
So once you get past,
so it's not gradual.
It's gradual, but you get to a point where if you're past that 3/4 of the way, it's infinite.
Okay.
So. Like self-oscillate, or you can have it like that. Yeah. So
that 3/4 setting is really nice.
It's great, yeah. So we've got a song. So at the end of a song, I've got the mix and the repeats at full. Self-oscillates, and then getting the settings ready. Big build, and you do everything under it, and it's got an effects loop.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not using right now, but
using before. And were you just using the Boss? Sorry, the
I only had
vibrato
I only had the vibrato. The Phase 90 is great. That's a great one. So only the repeats are phased.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, that's a really interesting kind of set of stuff you got going in here, and looking forward to seeing what comes out on the next record.
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, thanks for talking to me.
No worries.
Cheers.